are really hating on this Taylor Swift Travis Kelce wedding. I really don't understand why. I love both of them. I'm so happy for them. I just do not get the hate.
It's a love story, baby. Just say yes. Taylor Swift got married over the weekend, a small, intimate
Cute.
wedding with just a
See, I don't like the sarcasm.
few thousand of her closest friends at Madison Square Garden and a billboard outside saying she just got married and lighting up the Empire State Building blue. Just a small, intimate, private wedding with her closest A-list friends. Now, I'm not just going to be negative for negative's sake, okay?
It sounds like it.
Y'all know I believe in love. I believe in life after love. I'm a romantic. I wish them well. I always want people to find love and have that fairy tale ending. And obviously, Taylor Swift, she's been singing about finding that fairy tale ending since we met her at 15 or 16 years old.
That's why she's so obsessed with this wedding. I don't know why everyone's so confused about it. She's been singing about getting married. Literally, getting married has like been her dream. If you had to be like, what is Taylor Swift's dream? It's probably to get married and to become a pop star. She's done the second one. The first one, she was just waiting for it. It finally came, it's finally here, and she's excited about it.
She has been singing songs about fairy tales and boys and getting married. I mean, her second or third
Cute.
album, there were songs about being at the altar and speak now or forever hold your peace. So now she's finally gotten married. And I think what it took was a man
Look at
with
that
some
rock.
muscles, some hair on his chest, a few extra pounds. She had been dating these real anemic, vampire, pale looking boys who look like they have tofu and green juice and an Adderall
Yeah, her exes are not cute. Like there's not one that I was like, yes. I mean, they're all just like, eh.
for breakfast. Now she's with a real
Adderall for
man, who knows
breakfast.
how to throw the old pigskin around. She has gotten her high school fantasy. Okay, she is the prom queen. This is her prom queen, homecoming queen moment, walking down the aisle of Madison Square Garden with the quarterback of the football team, so to speak. You
Love
get what I'm
it.
saying? There's a little bit of arrested development here as well because
I get that part where people are like, she's stuck in high school. She's obsessed with high school. I'm the cheerleader. He's the football coach or whatever, the football player. And, he's the gym teacher and I'm the English teacher and blah, blah, blah. I get that. It is weird. But like, that's her aesthetic. Like that's, I guess, where she lives in her head. I mean, haven't we all talked about the like child stars who get stuck in childhood development? Like maybe that's what's going on with her. I don't think it's a bad thing with her. I mean, it seems like it's just part of her personality. I don't feel like it's stunted really anything in her life, but what do I know?
like I told you guys just a second ago, Taylor Swift has been singing songs about high school and boys and dating. And even on her last few albums,
Yeah.
she's almost 40 years old and she's out there
She's
singing
almost, oh
about
yeah, she is almost 40. I didn't even think of that. She's like 36. Good
just
point.
being a girl. I'm just a girl and Miss Americana and high school and what they whisper in the hallway. They whisper in the hallway. Girl, you haven't been in high school in decades. You
It's been a
haven't been
while.
in high school in decades. When you were in high school, the iPhone wasn't out yet. And so I'm glad that she is going to evolve and grow up. And maybe she's found a guy who she feels is a match, who's fun, who's not in music or film or entertainment in that traditional way like she is. He's in sports. It's a great coming together. I wouldn't be shocked if she does the Super Bowl halftime show in a few years. She's got the book.
That'd be fun. And I think what's good about them too is like she's at the top of her industry and he's at the top of his industry. And there's really no reason that their industries would ever collide or they'd ever feel in competition with each other, like as husband and wife. So I think it really works well because they can really encourage each other without any like jealousy. Not that I feel like either of their personalities would feel that way, but I guess sometimes with like partnerships it can come like without you even noticing it, like some jealousy, right? Without even meaning to. But yeah, like they can excel in each of their fields. They can both support each other, and there will never be this like aura of like competition between them.
Football player. Now she's married. She owns her masters. I think we'll see a Super Bowl halftime show. But let me read you a little bit more about this small, intimate wedding. So Adam Sandler, for some reason, who's an incredible actor and
That was
comedian,
weird.
love Adam Sandler, he officiated the wedding. Now, it's not enough that you invite thousands of celebrities. You have a celebrity officiating the wedding. You allegedly film it because she might put out some
She's gonna have a celebrity like her having celebrities there. She is a celebrity. She's friends with celebrities. They're friends with celebrities. Having a celebrity officiate their wedding is not crazy. It would be crazy for a normal person to have a random celebrity officiate their wedding, but they're just friends with him.
special. I really don't think she's going to do that. Any publicist would tell her that's a terrible idea to put out a wedding special, especially behind a paywall. But don't tell me
People said that she was gonna do that. I mean, if she did that, people would watch it and they'd buy it. And if she put it in theaters, people would go. So
that this is just an intimate wedding with your close friends, right? She could have gone in that JFK Jr., Carolyn Bessette route where they had just a really, really small, intimate wedding in a chapel with candlelight, with
what people fail to remember is that a wedding is what you want it to be. So these people who are like, why couldn't she have done something intimate? I don't know. Maybe because she didn't want it to be intimate. She literally said on a news show, or like I think it was like a talk show. She's like, I would invite every single person I've ever met if I could. Like she wants a big wedding. That is what she wants. That's what she did. That's what she got. She paid for it. Mom Donnie even came out and said that she paid for all like the, costs that the city would have incurred around it. Like that's what she wanted to do. That's what she did. This idea that she's supposed to have, no one's supposed to have a big or small wedding. You are supposed to have the wedding that you want to have. If you want to have a big wedding, have a big wedding. If you want to have a small wedding, have a small wedding. Okay, no one's wrong for either choice.
Just their closest friends, right? JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bassett,
Good
there
for
were
them.
there was just a ton of press around their wedding
Good
and
for
people trying to
them.
get pictures, and they went and did something small and intimate. I think it would have been cool if Taylor Swift did that, just had close friends and family,
And
and
that's
that way
your opinion. And you know how much she cares about it? Zero. Just like she cares about my opinion. Zero.
you can say, hey, we're just doing family. We're not going to invite, the backup dancer's cousin. We're not going to invite, the production assistant from the music video from 10 years ago. Loved.
She gave them like $750,000 checks. Like, why wouldn't she let them bring a cousin to the wedding? Like, she's a very nice person. She's very much someone who gets back from everything we've heard about her in the news. Like, this is like the biggest event. Not that she wants it to be, but it's like the biggest event ever right now. So yeah, like let a backup dancer bring a cousin. Why is that bad?
To all of y'all. Love you all. But we're just going to do something small with maybe 20, 30 people, have some of his close immediate family, her close immediate family, and call it a day. But she wanted that big fairy tale wedding spectacle. But when I saw people like Hugh Grant at the wedding, and I love Hugh Grant, hello, love Hugh Grant. I could watch Notting Hill tonight. Taylor Swift is not super close friends with Hugh Grant.
We don't
right?
know
She's
that.
not close friends with.
Why would you know that? Why would we know that? Like literally there was a tweet, Simone Biles came out. I think people were commenting like, why on earth was Simone Biles there? Blah, blah, they don't even know each other. And Simone Biles came out was like, I don't post everything about my life on the internet. Now I'm paraphrasing all this. So if you see it, it probably isn't exactly word for word what I'm saying, but she pretty much was like, you don't know who I know. Like, how do you know I'm not close to Taylor Swift? And we don't know. She could be very close to Hugh Grant. Maybe Hugh Grant is a private person and he just doesn't want pictures posted of them. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, I can imagine it being semi-stressful to be friends with Taylor Swift because imagine how many people are like, oh, can I meet her? Oh, like, can my niece talk to her? Like, well, it could probably be chaotic. So I bet for her specifically, even, it's even more so that some people are like, let's keep our friendship low key.
90% of these people. You can't have 1,000 close friends. And so just for me, not that there's a ring on my finger, so who am I to talk? But if I ever got married, right, when I get married someday, it is going to be small and intimate. But of course, this is Taylor Swift's prerogative. She's going to do what she wants to do. And we're happy for her. And Taylor Swift, she knew she was going to get backlash. She knew people were going to be negative and she was going to get backlash. And it's very Marie Antoinette. It's very let them eat cake. So her PR really blasted out there right before the wedding that she gave $26 million to various different charities. Good for her. I still think there's a little bit of a let them eat cake element. And what I don't understand is
what I don't understand is why rich people aren't allowed to spend their money. Okay? Like I know there are certain scenarios where like it just gets too much and it's annoying, but in a situation like this, when someone's just spending on their wedding and they want it to be the best thing, like her 15-year-old self never thought that she'd have billions of dollars to throw the biggest wedding on earth. So she's like so lucky to be able to do this. Why can't she do this? Like, I understand with like Bezos, like he did something where he cut a piece of a bridge so that his freaking super yacht could go through it or something or go under it. That kind of stuff, that's just nuts. That's insane. Like, chill out. But something like this is like, let people who've earned their money spend their money. Everyone is just hating. It's literally just hating.
You don't give the press any pictures. You don't let your fans have any pictures, but then you really blast out there that you're having this wedding at Madison Square Garden.
She's going to release the pictures. She just wants to release them on her own time and in her own way. She doesn't want leaks. Like, why is that so crazy for people to understand?
Do a big wedding at one of the most iconic arenas on planet Earth, but then your fans who've been so loyal to you aren't getting the pictures. So I think it's a matter of time before she releases some pictures, maybe at the altar. I heard that the vows went on for 20, 30 minutes and that everyone was crying. 20, 30 minutes for vows.
Bro, you're a hater. They're literally confessing their love to each other at their wedding. What 20, 30 minutes? That's nothing. If it went on for 3 hours, maybe 30 minutes.
Dance floor. I'm ready to have the cake. I don't even go to weddings. I don't do destination weddings. So even if I was invited to Taylor Swift's wedding, y'all know I wouldn't go there because I don't go to weddings unless they're within a mile vicinity.
How much you want to bet this guy would fly there? He'd be like, I'm coming 3 days early.
Of my house. If you want me to come to your wedding, it needs to be in my living room. I do not do destinations. So I don't know what we're looking.
Oh, I didn't realize when I saw this the first time when it says, "So it's gonna be forever," like in her song. Cute.
At this looks like something that maybe the guests got at the wedding. I'm really trying to care. And they did the two T's, Taylor and Travis with a heart. Good for
I'm
them.
really trying to care.
She reportedly performed at her own wedding and walked down the aisle to one of her
That's a little weird. I wouldn't wanna work at my own wedding, but hey,
songs being played on strings. Okay. Now, they
you don't have to throw up.
did put out a wedding press release, which kind of tells you this is not a small, intimate wedding when you're putting out press releases. So they basically talked about how the bride and groom's wedding ceremony looks were created by Christian Dior. They were designed by Jonathan Anderson, yada, yada, yada. It was haute couture. It was fancy. This is the designer's first couture wedding dress for a world-renowned celebrity. Their shoes were custom made by Christian Louboutin. She
Custom
wore Cartier.
Louboutins.
Good for her. Good for her. Glad you had a nice big wedding. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it out loud. The Divorce album someday is going to
Come
hit hard.
on.
The Divorce
Stop it. Why did everyone say they're gonna get divorced already? Like, can you let this breathe, please? They seem so in love and so happy. Like, let them be happy. Let's not like already start with the divorce stuff.
album, the second marriage. I feel like Taylor Swift, because she's a real star, she's not going to be on that Zsa Zsa Gabor level. Okay, that's a
The thing too is like she's a celebrity, he's a celebrity, right? But if you look at like the people around them and like their family life from what we've seen of them, like with Kylie and Jason and like, the Kelsey family. I mean, you don't really see too much into like Taylor's family, but from what we've seen of Taylor's family, they all seem just like very down to earth, very nice people, very like they're all very family oriented. They don't seem like these celebrities that are just like, okay, I'll get in a marriage, I'll get out in 2 years, whatever, you know what I mean? Like they don't seem very Hollywood when you look at them in their like day-to-day lives. Just because they're and Travis technically isn't in Hollywood.
reference. Some of the kiddos out there might not get the reference, but I don't think Taylor Swift is going to be Zsa Zsa Gabor. But I could see her having a couple of weddings in her lifetime. She's got some albums and she's got some eras. She's got some eras she could do. So I could see her having a few weddings. Why not? Why not? Why not have a
Why not? Because family's important and divorce is like is something you shouldn't strive for. Like, what do you mean, why not? I can
couple
give
of
you
weddings?
multiple
Can't
reasons.
wait to see the next husband. Okay. Now,
Boo.
Madison Square Garden, they showed this just married sign outside the venue. We put that up for you. The Empire State Building was lit up blue. Great. Happy for them. This is the interesting part. The couple allegedly signed a 40-page prenup agreement.
Of
Basically, Taylor Swift
course.
is like, look, I want to protect my assets. Travis Kelce wants to protect his. She has way more than him as of right
Obviously, we know that.
now. But I can understand she wants to protect what she has worked for because nobody can deny Taylor Swift is a workhorse. I mean, the woman puts out like 2 albums a year with like 40 songs on each album. Are all of them hits? Are all of her songs going to stand the test of time like Michael Jackson and other big artists and Elvis? No, I don't think so. I don't think, this next generation and the next generation are going to be, jamming out to Taylor Swift. 1 or 2 songs might stick around, but she does work hard. She tours,
Yeah, but Michael Jackson's a phenom. You can't compare Taylor Swift to Michael Jackson. That's just like not fair.
she hustles, she works, she runs her business. Okay, she runs a tight ship. So I can understand wanting to do a prenuptial agreement, but basically, this is all we know about the wedding right now. And the last thing I want to say, a lot of people said it was wrong to do this on 4th of July weekend, or maybe that was just the date that worked out for her. I think Taylor Swift sees herself as really this American success story, right? And she is. She
Oh
is
my
the embodiment
God.
of the American dream. Good for her. But she did that documentary, Miss Americana. She has songs, Miss Americana and The Heartbreak Prince. She's very into sort of Americana. She dated a Kennedy. She ended up buying a house near the Kennedy compound.
Oh, she dated a Kennedy? I didn't know that.
She really wants to be a part of the fabric of this country and sees herself as this sort of Americana figure. And so I actually don't think it was just a coincidence to do her wedding on 4th of July weekend.
I mean, maybe, but I feel like she just leaned into the fact that people are kind of propping her up to be that. I think when you are thrown into that, you're kind of like, well, I guess it is what it is. I mean, the fact that she has control to name things the way she wants to name them. So if she named this Miss Americana, I mean, maybe she feels that way. I mean, she has this like girl next door energy, which is very like an American concept of like girl next door. So I don't know. I just think 4th of July weekend, maybe she thought everyone was off or everyone was off. They're all celebrities. But I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe she thought it was easier for them. Who knows? Maybe it has to do with America because a lot of, like, I think like the number 13 she really likes. Like, she likes to do things where like numbers and dates mean things. So
I
maybe.
think it's a way to sort of stamp herself into the tapestry of America because she views herself that way. Like I said, I don't think the catalog is going to be around 20, 30 years from now. I don't think everybody is going to be listening to Shake It Off, in 50 years, even. Like we still listen to Elvis and some of these iconic songs from the past, but she views herself.
But Elvis like changed music. Like that's different. That she's just like very popular. It's not like her music is like groundbreaking. That's the
as
difference.
part of American life and American culture, which she is. And so I think doing it on Fourth of July weekend was a way to interject herself into all of the red, white, and blue and the festivities. Life insurance, we all know we need it, but we keep putting it.
Okay, we're gonna stop it here. Support. Support. If you need life insurance, come back and support. Yeah, I mean, but I feel like he was hating the whole time. A lot of people are hating. So it's like, that's just, it is what it is. But I don't know. See, look, tacky, terrible. Like, everyone's hating. It's ridiculous. But I don't know. I thought their wedding was cute. I mean, from what we've seen, I can't wait to see the photos. I'm so happy for her. I'm happy for him. And I freaking love Travis. I've always loved Travis. Like, I think they are a perfect match. I think their personalities align. I think their families seem to get along very well. I mean, everything just seems literally like a perfect puzzle piece fit with the both of them. And I'm really, like, I'm excited. I don't know why everyone's gonna hate. So it's like I'm debating, like, okay, why are people hating? But it's like, because people hate. That's just what they do. But okay, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. Do you think this is tacky? Think this is weird? Are you as happy for them as I am? Let me know. Thanks. Bye.